All right, Ed, the All-Star break is over, and I wouldn't say it looks great for the Canucks making the playoffs in the 2015-16 season. It doesn't mean, though, that the season is a disappointment. Would you consider at this point that if the season's been a success or a failure? What do you think?
Yeah, I might be a minority of one here, but I really think it's by and large it's been a success. I said right from the start, this season has never been about wins and losses. It's been about developing a young group of players to move forward with. You look at the lineup, they've got 6 players, that's like almost a third of the roster, who they've identified as being core pieces going forward. They've got the goalie in Markstrom, they've got a defenseman in Hutton, and they've got 4 pretty good young forwards. Does that mean they're going to be world beaters? Don't know. But the least you can say is there is a plan in place and it makes sense.
You know, it's been a long time, Ed, since we've seen this many youngsters play for the Vancouver Canucks. It seems like forever or close to forever. So for me, that's been a success too. But also, I would think it'll be a greater success if they can figure out in the last 30 games or so of the season how to bring other guys forward. Guys who haven't even had a cup of coffee yet, like a Hunter Shinkaruk has played 1 game, I believe. Andre Padan. We haven't seen Jordan Subban. I know he's a little guy, but he's racking up the points in the AHL. He's a dynamic guy like his big brother. So for me, I would actually... For me, there's still an element of failure if they can't still figure out a way to bring in more of these guys when we know that there's a significant portion of this roster that really doesn't belong here in the long term.
Well, it's interesting because I think they started to look better when they took Chris Higgins out of the lineup, put a kid in his place. It's going to happen with Brandon Prust. There's probably going to be 2-3 more players at the trade deadline. I think you're going to see a natural flow, and you're going to start to see guys like Shinkaruk, guys like Brendan Gaunson. I think there's a place for Andre Padan here, and I think, again, that's part of the plan, and that's what you'd like to see here over the last 2.5 months.
All right, thanks, Ed.